You ready to watch a walkabout, talk about a walk and talk? I think it's about 7:15 Friday morning. Good Friday to be the fact. It is a good Friday. Look at the surroundings. It's an excellent Friday. Let's take a look and see what's been happening on the trails. You hear the birds singing. You can see where the leaves have been rustled. It's a good place for insects and grubs and things like that to live in this layer of leaves and pine straw, so some little animal got a nice little snack. What do you think did that? You think it's a skunk? You think it's a pig? You think it's a raccoon? Nobody ever comments. But maybe you want to comment. What do you think it's going to be? It's a nice little interesting wildflower. It's probably about 5 feet tall. Can't say that I've ever seen it. Definitely not a plant you'd see at your local garden center. Doesn't meet the agenda, but what a beauty. The unique flower. Be interesting to see how this progresses in the next couple of days. I haven't done many long videos lately. Seems like nobody wants to watch long videos. But here we are. We're doing it anyway. I always say if I'm not doing it for you, I'm doing it for me. So I'm doing it for me. I do it all for me. Building a library of memories. Eventually we're not going to have memories, so we got to reflect back on things like this. That way we can have those joys back when we get older. Because life is too fast. This is the first time I've seen this dried up. Nice little slough right here. Just needs to be cleaned up. Be a good place for a pond. Wouldn't take much. Let's see what else we can find without tripping and falling down. The birds are happy. They're singing, 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 singing. Here is a childhood favorite of mine. Honeysuckle. This is going to be very difficult to do holding the phone. Let's see if I can pull it off. You take this like this with your other hand holding the camera. You're going to softly break around the end of that flower petal where it meets the stem, which I'm not going to be able to do. Oh, and you're going to pull this right here out like this. Grab the leaves, pull up ever so gently. Oh. Man, why don't we have a third arm? It'd be nice. Come on, break loose. There we go. Right there. We're gonna see if it has a drop of sweetness on it. Yes. Ever so slightly, a little bit of nectar on there. Great childhood memories. Honeysuckle, what a name. There's an interesting little flower blossom. Reminds me of the way the Hoyas bloom. It's exactly the way a Hoya blooms, actually. They start out like that, and then they pop open. I don't know what kind of tree that is, but I will find out. There's actually a beautiful tree here. It's a buckeye, and a red buckeye. Very interesting little shrub tree. I don't know if it's, I know it's a buckeye in Ohio. It's actually a big tree. In East Texas, I don't know if it's a shrub or will it be a tree. Who knows? I don't see any big buckeye standing, so I'm thinking it's just a shrub. It just lives under the underbrush. But interesting flowering shrub tree. I'll see if I can't find it later, shoot a little video on it. There were some squirrels that I missed when I was videoing the honeysuckle that was in the background, chasing each other. Let's see what else we can find. I'm almost 100% sure there will be no editing. This will be just straight posted to YouTube, and then the memory will be there. And this video will be deleted from my phone so I can have more space. But I feel like it's more genuine. People like to hear the flops, the tongue ties, the tongue twist. I think people appreciate it. Genuine. Well, let's see what this is. Is it the same? No, it's different. The amount of wildflowers here is unbelievable that you've never even seen before. You can see something, maybe not. Yeah, you can see a little bit on the video. A little bit of leaf shuffling going on right here. A little bit over here on this side. Somebody was eating breakfast. Maybe we'll see some scat and be able to identify whatever this is by the scat. Who knows? I don't know. It's not something that you see a lot on the trails. You don't see a lot of scat. Let's see if we see any footprints. Oh yeah, here we go. What do we got here? Got any tracks? I guess we don't call it footprints, we call it tracks. Learn the lingo, man. Learn the lingo. We're looking at tracks. That's an interesting slide right there. Something was getting the hell out of Dodge. I don't know what that is. Kind of interesting. I don't know about that. I don't know what to think about that. Uh-oh. 3 leaves make itchy knees right here. Better stay away from that stuff. Remember that saying, tell it to your kids. 3 leaves make itchy knees. I just made that up. But now you can remember it. How's your kids gonna remember that, you know? Oh, we got a lot of tracks. Oh, listen. What do we got here? These are very interesting. Look at the size of that track. That's probably 4 inches wide. What do you think that is? That ain't no deer and that ain't no hog. There we go, here's a deer. There's a deer track. You know, when you look in the books, it'll show you a picture of a deer track, but it don't actually show you a picture of a real picture of a deer track. It shows you an illustration, which is still very difficult to kind of see what's going on with a track. What do we got here? This one's a little bit... Man, that sure is small. It's a little bit hard to make out. Well, obviously you're not going to leave anything in the comments about what track that was, but it's big. It's not Bigfoot either. Looks like somebody's cow's still out. "13 minutes long. Who's still here? Anybody? Anybody?" Ooh, we got a lot of rustling of the leaves. Well, I sure hope there ain't no chiggers. You ever had chiggers? Oh, it's oh, here we go, here we go. Whatever this is, it likes to dig little holes. Look at that. Armadillo? Maybe armadillo. How many? Could be a raccoon. I don't know. That's interesting. Definitely not a pig though. We can rule that out. He's made little potholes all in the trails. Thank you. Yeah, little potholes all over the trails. Good job. He's looking for spiders. Any kind of little grub, insect, worm. Everything is starting to turn green. Things are going to be happening fast here. The changes will be happening fast. There's an antique deer feeder. Look at that. Vintage. Does anybody want to make an offer on a vintage antique deer feeder? It's priceless. It's got a lot of memories. Of all the deer that got away, the big ones that got away. Let's see. Or should we cut this off? 20 minutes? 20 minutes long enough? I know people got attention spans of a hummingbird. I don't think anybody's going to make it to the end. I don't know how many people want to listen to a rambling walk and talk. Oh, look at that. Good little hiding spot. Yes, fire ants do live in the country. The birds are still singing, ever so softly, but they're singing. I love hearing the wind come through the trees. You can hear it, and then eventually you'll see it, feel it. I guess you hear it and you see it at the same time, really. See the wind? Really something you don't get to experience in the city. You don't get to hear the sound of the wind coming through the trees. All right. I think we're at 17 minutes and 30 seconds. This is going to be the end of this walk and talk. I'm out.